land for episode 35 of the NoTractorChallenge. And you find us here doing a bit of maintenance on our lorry. That's going to cost us $7,100 euros. Well, that's not cheap, but it needs to be done. And we're going to repair this for $11 as well. Why not? So yeah, the reason we are back now is the price for soybeans has started declining. It's finally reached its peak, so we are going to sell the 15,000 odd litres that we have in here. There we go. And it's selling at a pretty decent price. As you can see there, we should get $22.70 at the grocery store plastered, which is our little sort of sell point that we built a while ago over there. So let's go sell this and see what we get. Now we are sort of carrying on off the back of the previous episode, and as you can see on the left, the grass field is completely cleared. We picked everything up there, popped it in the Hessian silo and the other fermenting silo that we've got, so that is looking pretty sweet. Now I've been pondering, there's that werewolf Sasquatch Yeti thing. Let's see how much we get for this too before I continue that thought. There we go, 34,700 plus 3,700. That's what 38,400, something like that. That's not half bad, is it? I'm not going to turn my nose up at that. But yeah, what I've been pondering was, in terms of grass, we don't actually have any animals that specifically need grass. And, you know, obviously all what we're using it for is silage. So what I was potentially thinking was maybe converting the smaller grass field up there into a cornfield and making some corn silage with it. That is going to involve buying some sort of apparatus to actually chaff the corn with. So if I back this up quick, we're going to have a little look in the shop. Because, okay, that can go there. I've got to find our, there it is, I think it's this one. Our frontal 3-point linky-do. So we can get a 3-point on the front there. Come on, there we go. So yeah, let's have a quick look in the shop. I don't think there's anything handy for sale at the minute. A planter, but we don't need a planter or another trailer at the moment, though that one is nice. Well, one thing we are going to get while I think about it is from miscellaneous, and that is I think it's in miscellaneous anyway. Ah, there it is. Yes, the Asaria Proactive. So we are going to get that. I don't think we need any weights on it. So yeah, we'll just get it as standard for 23,900. So we are going to purchase that. And let's have a quick look at the forage headers. There we go. So now we could, for 85 grand, get that one, and then we'd have to buy a header for it, which, not the best. That'd be 85 grand plus another 60 grand at the very least. Do we have any trailed options? I may have to go and check the mod hub for this, because I'm pretty sure there was a trailed version. I don't think it's under corn headers, but I may not have downloaded it. We will just check vehicles as well, in case for some oddball reason it's in here. No, it's not. Okay, so we shall have to have a ponder on that, but, oh crikey, I'm stuck in the shed. How am I stuck in the shed? Okay, there we go. So yeah, we are going to run down to the old shopperoo, grab that sensor, and maybe by the time I get there, we'll see if there are any other options in the thing, the shop for, you know, forage heading services and stuff. Hello everyone. As you can see, we're not down at the shop. It is in fact now July. I'd gone down to the shop as I said we were doing, and you can see on the front here we picked up the old crop sensor, and we are currently digestating, fertilising the second of the grass fields. And what occurred was I hopped out to have a look on the old mod hub for the things I was looking for, found one, and then it suddenly occurred to me that we had at least one field that was coming up for a switch around fairly soon. So I decided we're not going to forfeit any of the grass fields at the moment. I'm almost pondering turning one of them into hay, perhaps, instead of just straight grass, because we could make silage from the hay as well, and that would get like extra productions going. But I kind of think that might end up being a little bit overkill, so to speak. But yeah, we are honking through this stuff fairly quick. Let's just transfer from the tanker, the lorry tank, into the other tank, and yeah, keep on going with this. But yeah, I think this sensor is sort of helping. I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of think we are using a little bit less digestate than we would usually. It's hard to be sure, but yeah, we are at the very least still spreading it, so it's all good. Let's see, what were we going to do? Yeah, so what I'm looking at getting, or what we're looking at doing rather, the sorghum field over there is ready to be harvested. Turn that off quick, spin around. Yeah, sorghum field is ready to be harvested. So what I'm thinking we might do is actually convert that. Once that's harvested, we'll turn it around into a cornfield, and then we can use the corn chaffing forage header thingy to get that sorted into chaff to go into the silage making silos. Why can I not remember what everything is? It's almost like I haven't played this game before, like ever. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on with this quick, and we will get on to the harvesting, and we'll come back once we get started with that, and we'll show you in the shop the thing that I'm looking at getting, which hopefully isn't going to be too bad. Yeah, it's not too expensive. It's not the biggest of things, but if we're only doing a small field, then it's not going to be too big of a deal, I don't think. So yeah, I shall see you all back again in a bit once we start harvesting that field, sorghum field. Yes. Right then, we are back now. We got the field fertilised, and we're just about to start on our sorghum field. So before we do that, we'll have a quick look in the shop and I'll show you what we're looking at. So it is up here under forage harvesters, tools, headers, things. Now originally I was kind of thinking of one of these because it's the cheaper option, because you have to get that, and of course you are going to need a header on top of it, and the cheapest headers are another 60 grand, so you're looking at over 120 for 4.5 meters. But what we did find, and I'm hoping it's going to work, is this little duffer. Now it's only 2.2 meters, so we might have to be a little careful with it, but it is only 38 grand. And we can either have it on the front, which is probably what we're going to do, might even load it on the telehandler, haven't completely decided yet. Although it does require 150 horsepower, and a telehandler is slightly less than that. But width-wise, it would probably fit better on that. But it does also have the option of going on the back. So that's a possibility as well. And that only puts it up by another just under 3 grand. So yeah, swings and roundabouts, but I'm thinking that might be the option to go with. We've already got a trailer that it should work with as well. It might even be a Pertinger trailer. Let's have a look quick. It is, oh no, it's the Annaberger, that one. But yeah, that'll take chaff as well. and chaff does indeed go into our two silage making silos. So that is okay. I'm harvesting good. I thought for a second we weren't harvesting the stuff. That was a mini heart palpitation there. But yeah, now some of this sorghum is going to go into feeding the chickens, and a large portion of it is going to go down to the seed making factory, because we are going to start getting that up and running again shortly. And then we've still got something in the order of 55,000 litres of seed in there, but obviously we're not going to sell it right away. There's a nice looking harvest of that. Yeah, now we're not going to sell the seed right away because it's not the best price until, if I press the correct buttons, seeds, we're looking at December for 1,900 euros, and we're only at like 1,300 at the minute, so, but then we're still in July. But we do have 55,000 litres of the stuff to sell, so depending on how it goes, we may bring some of that up and pop it in our silo up here. I missed a bit there, and just for the fact I missed quite a bit there as well. That's unacceptable. Okay, I know it's only going to be a few litres in the grand scheme of things, but you know, it would be rude to leave a little bit there like that. Okay, yeah, that was like 1 litre. That little bit was like 3 litres, but 4 litres, 5 litres. Still, it's just for my sanity. But yeah, so what we're looking at doing is getting the seed production back on the go again, because that will make a good bit of profit for us. So what we are going to do is, we've got some crops. I'd actually not realised we had as much crop as we had, and this was kind of the last one we were waiting for. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is potentially take basically a trailer load of everything over to the seed factory and get it off and going again, because now I missed another sprig. Let's just go straight for a second here and have a look on the old seed production. Yeah, so it's currently lowest on, well, wheat is what it doesn't have anything of. So we'll take some wheat down to begin with, and then look at taking the rest of the stuff down as well once it's started, and then we should be good to get some of that on the go. Now we do have an entirely full thing of eggs as well we're going to have to sell, but eggs, again with the wrong button, eggs don't come into their own until November. But like I say, we've got a full thing of trailer load again ready, so we might consider running down and selling that early, and then see how much we get until the price peaks, but not 100% sure on that either, because it would be a shame to waste like 20,000 litres of egg sales, because we would get an extra 300 balls, not an extra 300 balls, an extra 300 euros per 1,000, so that would be an extra 300 times 20, which would be 300 times 20 would be like 6,000 euros, and that's not a small amount really, if I'm honest. So yeah, what we may do is just shuffle the eggs around a little bit until the time when we can actually just sell it all at once. It's going to mean having some pallets of eggs stacked up on the side. That was a surprise. I didn't expect to get a full tank of sorghum that quick. Maybe that's because we did soybean last time and I'm still thinking of that. But yeah, oops, a couple of lines in the old field there, but can't be helped. These things happen, as they say. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to continue on with this. We'll get this field flipped over once it's done to corn, and then, like I say, we'll most of that will go into the chaff machine, come out as silage, chaff silage, Now the only reason we haven't bought that pertinger yet is because obviously it's going to take a few months for the corn to grow, and things might come up on sale between now and then. So, you know, there's still a chance we might end up with a different setup. You know, if like suddenly a forage harvester comes up on sale for like 60% off, then, you know, maybe we'll do that. Or if a header comes up for sale, then we could do that and get the other thing. Or if that other little attachment comes up for sale, we can get that. Because I think, I'm just going to set us going on a straight line here for a second. If I check the prices of just the, no, not the prices, the horsepower of the smallest header, 375, yeah, we can run that with our lorry. The next one up we don't have quite enough horsepower for, but yeah, 375 we can run on the front of the lorry, no problem. So if that other thing comes up on sale, then we may well do that, depending on how things go money-wise by the time we get there. We may well just do that anyway, because, you know, I mean, if you actually look at the money there, we're kind of not hurting for it. I just realised, you know, suddenly we're at 1.1 million. Now obviously we don't want to go crazy and spend like $500,000 buying a forage harvester, because we do need to get to the end of this challenge. You know, the last thing we're working on now is getting stuck on a tree with the harvester. No, it's getting to the 2.5 million mark to wrap things up here. But, you know, if we're spending 500,000 suddenly on a harvester, forage harvester, then that's going to take a massive chunk out of what we've already got. So, you know, it's all swings and roundabouts. Obviously, the more silage we can make, then the more money we can make. But, you know, it's like I say, it swings and roundabouts. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But that's why we didn't buy the chaff header thing straight away, because, you know, there's a chance something might come up in a sale before then, which would actually be fantastic. And now that I think about it, I'm kind of thinking the 6 metre option might be better, even though it's an extra sort of 80 grand total combined cost. It might be a bit better just because the harvester can get stuck on another tree, and just because you know, it's 3 metres versus like 2 metres, or 6 metres rather, no, wrong button, 6 metres versus 2 metres in terms of actual header width, and considering we'll be running it on a lorry, really, that might be the better option. So yeah, after all that faffing around, I may have actually changed my mind on what we're going to do. But anyway, so I'm going to carry on with this field, we'll get this harvested, then we'll come back and probably wrap things up once we are either working on switching this field over to corn, or possibly doing the other thing. And oh yeah, we'll be loading up the seed factory and everything too. So I shall see you all again in a bit once we've got some of this stuff done. Alright, hello again everyone. We are done with our field harvesting now. We've got all the products down here at the seed factory, except for the wheat. Lovely, lovely wheat. And we are bringing that wheat right now. But everything else is loaded in, and we've pretty much emptied our silo. In fact, I think we have very much emptied our silo. So let's pop the wheat in and have a look at the production menu. It should have started up automatically. Yes, it has. Lovely. Now, as you can see there, we've got quite a lot of everything in there. Oats and wheat are currently the lowest, so we will possibly replant some wheat at some point. Oats, now it doesn't need as much oats, so we're not too concerned about that. However, what we did do was we actually split the oats that we had in storage, because, now, not oats, we want seeds, take some seeds out. Yeah, what we actually did was we put some of it into the production building just over here, which we'll just drive through the bushes, because no one's going to know. And we'll have a look quick at this. Now, we've got, again, a full stack of 8 sugar pallets. That's 8,000 litres of delicious sugar. already, and it's still got sugar beets to process. So if I can find the little clicker, yeah, we've still got. Why did it jump? Still got like 20,000 litres of sugar beet to go. It's processing the sugar and storing it now, because obviously the front part is full. But we've also got it making oatmeal, because oatmeal is a 1-to-1 ratio, and you get a decent price for the old oatmeal. Let's have a quick look here. Yeah, oatmeal, it sells for like sort of 1,300. It's currently going up, which is interesting. But yeah, good old economic pages are doing their thing and working really, really well. So yeah, we're going to do them, and possibly what we're going to do with the soybeans too. That field isn't ready to harvest yet. Probably won't be for another 2 months or so, which is really going to kill. Oh, there it is. Really going to kill their value, because it's dropping now. It's already under 2,000. I don't see it going up at all in the not too distant future, and because we're in July at the minute, so if we have a look at the growth stages, yeah, it's going to take at least 2 more months, I think, to grow, and by the time it's done that, it's going to be, the price is just going to tank on it, as you can see there. So I'm thinking what we might be doing is making at least a little bit of soy milk drink thing. Or is it soy drink? Yeah. Now it only sells for 500, but and it only sells in October for 500. But depending on the price, it's currently 509, when it should be a bit less. But yeah, I mean, it looks like according to that, the price fluctuation overall isn't massive. So yeah, but yeah, so it's dirt easy to make, dirt cheap to make, I should say. It just takes water. Where is it? Yeah, water and soybeans to make. So we could plonk in a couple of thousand litres of soybeans, and then a bunch of water, and we'll be sorted. But anyway, let's get in this thing and hop it back to the farm, because there's one more thing we are going to do before we end today. So there was a thing that has come up in the sales, which I'm not sure if we actually talked about before. I don't think we did. Essentially, what we are going to do is sell our planter and buy a new one. And you might be thinking, why would you do that? That's a silly thing to do. It's a good planter, the one that you've got, and it is. And now I'm almost thinking about not doing that. I'm almost talking myself out of it now. Because the planter we've got is not a direct drill, so we could actually sell our cultivator as well, which would significantly reduce the actual cost of the equipment. But we'll have a look while we are offloading that. So yeah, we got this case early riser. Now it currently says it's 56 grand, but that's because it's got these massive tanks on the back of it. And what I'm halfway thinking of doing is, yeah, now see, that is a 3-point hitch though, which is a little bit awkward. So maybe we'll have to reconsider that. But what we could do is the bulk fill tanks that it comes with on this version, we could actually, wrong way, get rid of and just have the on-hopper ones. Or the whatever they call that, on-row hoppers, yeah, which reduces the capacity by a bit, but also knocks 16 grand off the price. So, yeah. And the one we've got is the John Deere 7000, which is 6 meters and has like 300 litres of seed and 600 litres of solid fertilizer. It's interesting, it takes liquid fertilizer as well, so we could consider changing that. But the only problem I've had with that, and I'll probably have it with a case as well, is actually refilling it, which is weird, because it seems like I can only refill it from the other thing. What's the other thing called? From pallets. It's the weirdest thing, like I can't seem to open the covers on it for some reason. And I don't know if that's a glitch on the seeder, or the planter rather, or a glitch with the vehicles I'm trying to use with it. You know, like too many weird controls or things that open and close, or quite what the deal is. But it only seems to work when I'm trying to refill it from pallets. From pallets. That's the only time it seems to actually take the seed and fertilizer, which is really annoying. Because if I hook up to it now, turn this on, the only option we have for opening cover is actually not there, is it? Yeah, it's not showing that there is an option to do that. Now it could be because it's the precision farming, so it's got the automatic application rate on the fertilizer. Could be that, but I don't see any other options to actually open the cover, which means filling it from anything other than a pallet back there seems to be the only way to do it. Now for fertilizer that's not a problem, but for seeds it kind of is. See, they just popped open there. Come on, refill, there we go. Yeah, we were going to put corn in, weren't we? So yeah, there's that. Plus the new one, where was it? Oh, it's in the shop. This one, even with the no bulk fill thing, I mean we could always put a liquid manure tank on it for a bit. That's a possibility. But yeah, even that, it's a direct drill. But the only problem is it's, yeah. Okay, so maybe we'll reconsider that idea. Because again, it's an expense, and we could use this. Now, I'm pretty sure this isn't a direct drill. Let's just try it for the sake of trying it. Yeah, no, it's not a direct drill, which is perfectly fine. So we're just going to leave that there for now. If I just pop out and have a look, yeah, it still says it's all sorghum. And let me just reverse into it and nudge it out of the way a bit more, because yeah, that's the important thing to do. Now, what would be hilarious would be if this actually has a thing on the back of it, a trailer hitch. I don't think it does. No. I'm going to have a quick look at that too now, because I'm curious. Disc harrow. That's only 5. That's 8 meters. And how much was that? 9.1. Yeah, so that's actually significantly bigger than the one we've got. You know what? Sod it. Let's do it. If I keep umming and ahhing about it, we're not going to do it. So we'll purchase that. We've got our 3-point thing that we can just attach and pull it with, and we'll go with that. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. We're going to go forwards. I have the worst time finding different gears at the moment. We'll pop this back here, and we're going to unload it. Are we going to unload it? Are you going to let me unload? You're not. Unload. There we go. No? Yes? Maybe? Why are you not unloading? Okay, that's really annoying. So yeah, what we are going to do, we've bought that seeder. We're going to use up everything that's in that one, and then go and pick up the other one and use it next time. So yes, that's what we're going to have to do, because balls to it. Yeah, not quite sure what the deal was there, but that's just how it's going to be, I think, this time. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with this. We're also going to take some wood over to plonk in the carpentry to get some more wood on the go. Get that coming along. Why is this doing that? Okay, that was interesting. Seem to be having a hard time pulling this now. Interesting. Yeah, so if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please give us a like. And do please consider hitting the old subscribe button there too if you haven't already. And if you would like to leave a comment, they're always welcomed. And sharing this video would be greatly appreciated. And no, that's no down. Very strange. I forget if I had that problem before. Yes, sharing this video greatly appreciated. Comments welcome. All that good stuff. And do please also go check out Mr. Worco Entertainment and Mr. P Gaming's Live House, and also Rusty Money Gaming and Heavy Metal Gaming. They are all doing this challenge as well. And Worco Entertainment was the one that created the challenge in the first place, so definitely check him out. Give him a thumbs up and you know, all the good things. And with that, we are going to struggle our way around this thing. And I don't remember it being this much trouble last time. Maybe we did it with the thing. But yeah, we're going to continue on. We'll flip this field over, do some stuff off camera, and see you again next time for some more fun on the No Tractor Sideways Lorry Cultivating Challenge. Cheerio, everyone.